Everybody is talking. I mean, all the people that should not matter. But as long as you still have residue of listening to these people, think about it, people. Rush need to hush Limbaugh, Sean blowing the Don Hannity, Eric bowling for dollar bowling, Fox in the hen house news. All these people, all the conservative media types that has your attention all day long talking about Hillary, talking about the FBI, that the system's rigged. You're taking marching orders from an orange imbecile. The system's rigged. This rigged system, totally corrupt. Dude, this guy has admitted on tape. We have various media accounts of this guy bragging about how he contributes to both sides of the aisle financially for his own personal gain. He is the rigged system. He is the engine and the oil and the gas that keeps the rigged system going. He has actively participated in rigging the system for Hillary Clinton and other liberals that's destroying our country. To hell with the system. What about the country? The reason why the system is so vulnerable to people like Donald Trump and all these other rich people is because the system that our founding fathers put in place has been circumvented. The system is jacked up because we, the people, are not running it. We're derelict in our responsibility that is protected by the Constitution. This is why the Constitution can become under assault, because it's not being utilized. It's not being protected. It's not being taught. So it's just some dormant idea sitting in some kind of Smithsonian. It's something like that now. It's not the living and breathing document that breathes in we the people. We are not using that as the check and balance when we go to elect somebody, and when they neglect the Constitution, we don't unelect them. The system is not working because we the people are not working. We're too busy out twerking and drinking, shirking our responsibility to ourselves in this country. So now you're letting some person that has contributed to rigging the system be the standard bearer for the protector of the system, for the side that protects the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the rule of law, and makes we the people first. And you're going to let him tell you about Hillary Clinton when he's the one who's manufactured, oiled, and kept gassed up? Hillary Clinton? The best two people that we have to run this country is Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? And you think we're going to survive after the convention? We are weeks away. This is all they have been doing, is buying time. Donald Trump has been skating just as much as Hillary Clinton has. Donald Trump skating in everything that he's not under the microscope for. Why aren't we demanding his tax returns? The delegates should say no nomination, no tax returns. And even without the tax returns, we know enough to know that we are not going to win. We are done as a constitutional republic after this convention if the delegates do not deny Donald Trump. We might not even have a chance if we do deny him, but we're done if we don't deny him. But because what Hillary needs to be contrasted with is people who are not in the legal system being sued. Hillary needs to be contrasted with people who actually understand the Constitution, not somebody that can just dilute a whole bunch of cool sounding points and make the gays and everybody that's being attacked, the Christians, make them think that kumbaya is what's going to protect them. Hillary Clinton needs to be contrasted with actual morals and values to show that she has no morals and values. Liberalism needs to be contrasted with something different than something that has supported liberal causes. This is the purpose of the right and the left. They're trying to get something to contrast what? The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the rule of law, and they get people to go along with those things not being important. Donald J. Trump is not that contrast. He is the thing. He's the exact mirror image. He's just oranger, if that could be a word. What do we have that can contrast the last 8 years that has everybody on both sides frustrated? The left is not just totally enamored with Hillary Clinton. If we deny Donald Trump, they will replace Hillary Clinton because she is a stark contrast of a Ted Cruz. You deny Donald Trump, we nominate a person like Ted Cruz. Now we have our stark contrast. They change Hillary. Trust me, they are not going to let Hillary go one step further if we nominate somebody other than Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not the contrast that America needs to survive from the highest office in the land. He is not. Our delegates, because these complicit Republicans, rhinos, Democrats, don't let them jokers talk you into thinking that they're tough now and they're standing up. Doesn't that sound familiar? Haven't we been down this road before? It's election time. They always sound tough and like they're going to stand up and contrast the left. Stop the left. Defund the left. Overturn Obamacare. Then they get in and then they fund the stuff. The contrast to the last 8 years is not being shared by Rush Limbaugh. It's not being shared by Sean Hannity and Herman Cain. It's not being shared. They're still getting you stuck on Hillary. Hillary cheated. So they're feeding into Donald Trump's whining and bitching and moaning. The system is rigged. The system is rigged. But you helped rig it. Show where Ted Cruz helped rig the system. Matter of fact, I can show you on tape where Ted Cruz is talking to Mitch McConnell and them, telling them, you're going to stop BSing me, my colleagues in the Senate, and the American people, which is a stark contrast to what we've been witnessing over the last 8 years. The Tea Party was a stark contrast. That's why they were successful. And that's why the whole system had to turn on the Tea Party, because it was that contrast that won. It was that contrast that was easy to see and easy to understand. Donald Trump is not that. This man thinks he can win without support. That's a losing strategy. He's sabotaging the contrast. Donald Trump is nothing but a great big orange comb over monkey wrench that we've monkeyed around with way too long. Donald Trump is the end, not the beginning. But if I was to give him credit for anything, we can create that beginning that we need before the end. If the delegates vote their conscience and understand the purpose of us being the contrast to the demise of our own country, and deny Donald Trump, the nominee, as the person who's going to stand up against the left. Donald Trump cannot stand up against the left. He is the one who is standing the left up. He is the left's kickstand. He is Hillary Clinton's prop so she doesn't fall over during Benghazi. There is more tapes of Donald Trump endorsing Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump standing up for any Republican that was running for the presidency, and from which you think you're obligated to give him the nomination. I'll say that again. There are more tapes of Donald Trump standing up for liberal Hillary Clinton than there are of Donald Trump standing up for any of the people running on the right side of America combined. And you think this guy is going to defeat Hillary? You think that the liberal media is going to let that skate? FreeTheDelegates2016.com. You need to go there. You need to participate. You need to donate $5 or whatever. We need to show these delegates just like we show our troops. Instead of sending our delegates Oreos and stuff to show that we're supporting the troops, we need to send the delegates, the American people on the right that wants to save this country, we need to send them a clear signal that we have their back. While the people that's supposed to have their back continue to stab them in it. While the Republican Party continues to try to marginalize them like the Tea Party. And continue with this monstrosity called Donald Trump. We need to show these delegates that your conscience means way more to us than anything the Republican National Committee and your so-called sycophant party leaders that's trying to stop you from voting your conscience. We need to send a clear signal. Deny Donald Trump and watch everything else take care of itself. You cannot hate Hillary Clinton so much that you think that Donald Trump, who doesn't hate Hillary Clinton, is going to defeat her. There is no proof that he hates Hillary Clinton. None. There is proof that this man wants to win, and he'll say anything he can to win the nomination so that he can finish sabotaging the right side of America so that liberalism will never have another opposition. That's the proof that's out there. We need to let these delegates know that the American people have their back. Do what our founders knew you might have to do at some time, and deny a popular vote by a tainted primary of a bunch of left American haters coming to the rally and a primary of somebody who is no more Republican or conservative than Miss Warner. Hey, I'm Phil Williams. I'll be back after this break. This is the Phil Williams Show.